All right, let's start diving in to some news stories around the NFL. We obviously saw Matthew Stafford talk to his team with a potty mouth yesterday.
Gross.
The video hit the internet after the Rams get a big-time win over the Seattle Seahawks, which not a lot of people saw coming because the team has been decimated pretty much. There's only 4 guys that you really know on that team that won a Super Bowl. They haven't been able to keep up payment-wise, contract, salary cap-wise. They haven't had many picks. Now it's Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, and the 3rd youngest team in the NFL. The Los Angeles Rams. They get a huge win. Huge win. Matthew Stafford talks to the boys. A lot of conversation happened about this team. They don't know anything. With about 5 to 6.
Yeah. F bombs.
What?
Dash.
Didn't love that.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
F dash dash dash.
Yeah. Bombs.
Big difference there.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Big,
Huge difference. You're right.
huge difference
Thank you.
right there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, he was saying the F word in there. And we're like, whoa. This guy is a sailor.
Math.
Now it has come out that he is going to be on quarterback season 2.
Here we go. Wow. Love that.
It's being reported by Dove Kleiman, who has gotten everything right on the internet, obviously, since the beginning of his reporting of anything. He is a news aggregator, so he will find the NFL. If you don't want to follow a bunch of different sources, we'll say, there's about 10 of these accounts on the internet right now that I don't think they sleep. They have notifications set to every single team, every single insider, every single player, every single team. And as soon as news breaks, they find it and they will go according to. Not all of them do the according to, though. Some of them act as if they break their own news. We will say they have been wrong, though, just like any insider. So we will set the precedent here on ESPN that if we read any tweets from any of these news aggregators, they have certainly not been 100% right in the past in their reporting. With that being said, feels like this is one we could potentially believe because Matthew Stafford would be a great story for a quarterback, especially with how young the team is, where he is in his career, already has a Hall of Fame pedigree, already has respect from his peers and from coaches, already rich, already everything. So he would be a perfect person for quarterback. With what we learned last year from Patrick Mahomes and Kirk Cousins and Marcus Mariota, that's tough. That was a tough go. I didn't enjoy watching it.
No.
Not at all.
I knew how it was going to end. Spoiler, as I'm watching it, this is going to end bad.
Yeah.
This guy's getting benched. He's going to go missing.
Exactly.
And then some people enjoy that. I did not. But what we learned from Patrick Mahomes and Kirk Cousins last year, what do you think we learned from Matthew Stafford? I think it's a great move for him. And congrats to Peyton in Omaha getting a guy to say yes.
Unreal.
Because I heard that was a problem, AJ.
I think Stafford's the perfect kind of guy because of where he's at in his career. He's got a ring. He's been a great player for many years. So I think guys like that feel comfortable speaking and being more open, I guess. They're not worried what a coach might say, how the media might react. And I think when superstars get older and they start, we get to see like their authentic self. I talk about it, Kobe Bryant. Like later in his career, Kobe would give, in every interview he gave, it felt like, he's being super real and super honest. And some people loved it. I loved it. And I think we'll see something like that from Stafford.
Rest in peace to Kobe. But anytime they start sharing game, like that's why, like Saban coming on the show every single Thursday, and I don't want to say end of career because he could coach for another 10 years. He has not told us absolutely anything. So I'm not even going to dive into that whole thing. But the reaction from the crowd, a lot of people that heard the announcement were like, oh, he's retiring. He would have never done this at the beginning of his career. And I feel like that's with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford never talked to anybody. Matthew Stafford was super almost quiet. He was in Detroit. This guy loves ball. He has a broken neck, broken back, broken rib, broken arm. He's going to continue to play. I'm very pumped for this. And this is good for the Stafford brand. Can't wait for the world to meet one of our toughest football players. With that being said, their team's very young. The offensive line was a massive problem last year. Probably the reason why they were so bad was because of an offensive line that wasn't able to get back on the right step after losing Whitworth and a couple others after the Super Bowl. Do the Rams have a chance to be good? Because that Marcus Mariota thing on quarterback was miserable.
Yeah.
If the Rams are miserable, which I don't think they're going to be, obviously they don't think they're going to be, they're actually F-wording everybody outside is saying they're not going to be good. What do you think of this Rams team? And did they fix the offensive line ultimately? That's going to be the true test, right?
I like what they did. They went out and got Steve Avila from TCU, who is a brawler in the middle, and he played really well in week 1. They got healthy at all the positions that they need, and I think they only gave, you should check your stats on this, but like 4 or 5 pressures out of 40 dropbacks. It was pretty impressive against a Seattle team, and they got all these young receivers that are stepping up and making plays.
What on defensive side, though? Did we learn anything about them? They lose Jalen Ramsey.
Yep.
Obviously, we know that.
Taylor Rapp as
Aaron
well.
Donald's still there.
Aaron Donald's kind of on a revenge tour right now. I don't think they gave up a yard passing in like the third quarter. It was crazy. And obviously, you know
What?
That's absurd.
And
That's a himbo stat.
Yeah.
it
me?
was. Somebody's got to go look it up. But I saw at some point late in the third quarter, it was like -1 passing yard that they had given up. And we know the weapons in Seattle with DK Jackson Smith and Tyler Lockett. But so they did some good things on defense. I'm interested to see how Stafford obviously navigates the relationship with his teammates. And obviously, we've always heard he's a great leader.
True.
We saw him call up the huddle, but remember the story that came out about it being an issue. We know they're one of the youngest teams in the league, so now we'll see behind the scenes of how he navigates that, which is important
You
as a
talking about
quarterback.
Kelly?
Yeah.
You talking about Kelly Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
for
real
podcast,
report.
right?
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
He has a good podcast.
Yeah, great podcast.
Love it.
She's a dog, too.
Need more.
Yeah, she beat cancer.
Yeah.
We'll find out about the Rams this week.
There's a chance. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to out her.
Niners, right?
That's not the right
Why not? No.
What?
What?
Say it.
do you
You're
mean?
going to say it.
Yeah.
Me,
You
the
will.
Staffords, Foxy, we had a great couple nights together.
Love the
Okay.
Stafford.
Love-
And that's what I was going to say. Teammates have always loved Matthew Stafford, in Detroit especially, win or lose, which makes me think we'll love this quarterback series with him.
Which makes me think that he's able to relate to the younger players on the team, even though Kelly said on her podcast, probably as a joke, we don't know what the context was. Like,
Yes.
yeah, the locker room is vastly different than when he was drafted in 2009.
Yeah.
Our draft class.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He's just.
Fifty-
Go
55.
9 too?
My draft class, first pick
That's
overall.
all of us.
$55 million he got.
Yeah, all of us.
We did not. We did not get the
What?
$55 million.
What happened?
That was old CBA. That was the CBA that AJ got,
Oh, yeah.
5 overall. He got
Yeah.
like $65 million or so.
Gee.
Oh, man, you
Attaboy,
deserved
AJ.
it.
Go, Hawker.
Deserved it. A lot of cloth on those suits. Gotta pay. Somebody's got to pay for it.
That's right.
You know what I mean?